But anyway, yeah.
My bad, man. I know we were just.
What were we even talking about?
Oh, we were just talking about how.
Yeah.
How back in the day, people were way more.
Like school, like because you were talking about a story with your.
Yeah, well, I
at
guess my
school.
brother, he was at a soccer game, and they were saying the name of the like the other school was saying the name of the school, and then they were saying is gay
as a chant,
like that. Right. They were like, this school's gay.
Right.
And then people were like, that's not cool. And I was like, yeah, people shouldn't do that. And they're like, did you do that? And I was like, we'd say like awful things, but we never like, it was never racially or like what do you call it? Like homophobic or anything like that. We were more into like, you're soft. You know what I'm saying?
Which is kind of
you can't hit.
Right.
You like I don't know.
We chose misogyny over homophobia.
Yeah. We were more misogyny.
Or sex.
You play like a girl.
Right,
like
or
that.
more sexism based.
Yeah,
society,
we said things like you fucking suck. You fucking suck.
Right. Ableism. Right.
Yeah, dude, but that was you know, things are different now, you know what I'm saying? Those kids are cool, man. Those like you were saying, like we
no,
admire
gay kids
them.
are the coolest kids in schools now. Like back in that's what I was saying. So back in the day, like in the movies and shit, like you know, you had like the people who did the popular extracurricular things were just borderline cool. It could be the nerd kid, but he started playing football. He's cool now just because he plays football. The cheerleader, she's cool because she's a freaking cheerleader. Like, but now, like, there's cool kids everywhere. I feel like the coolest kid though in a school is probably a guy like a tech guy. Those are like the cool or band guys.
Yeah,
theater guys are now the new cool.
Yep, because they're the ones making the most.
Ain't that
TikToks. Crazy? They're the ones that are most into the internet and stuff too. So because they have that knowledge, because they paid attention to it growing up.
Yeah, and there's no stigma anymore for any like of those extracurriculars. Like now you can be a part of the reading club,
right?
The math club, and people not like, oh, you freaking,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, even like the robotics kids are pretty cool
exactly, because they know now people got to shut the fuck up because they know that they about to go to like U of M or some shit or like MIT and do some robotics major or something like. That's the thing now.
The only kids
like
that
people
get bullied,
know, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the only kids that get bullied now are like incels and like maybe like who else?
No, bro, the bullies get bullied now.
The bullies, that's right. Yeah, the ones that are dishing it out,
like they get
turned on.
Yeah,
not turned on
because there's like 30 against 1. Like you can't call anybody like gay. You can't you can't do that.
Yeah, that's not cool.
It's 30 people. I'm gonna be like, bro, you're gay.
A piece of shit. Yeah.
Sit down.
Shut up, you loser.
Like,
that's even worse.
Yeah.
Call a loser. Have you ever been called a loser?
I think a teacher called me a loser once. Not any kids, but adults have.
What? I meant like as a kid. You said like a grown adult called you a loser?
Yeah.
When?
I don't know. I can't pinpoint, man.
When my mom caught me smoking weed, she was like,
oh, yeah.
You do not want to grow up to be a loser. And I was like, holy shit, you're right, I don't.
Yeah.
And then I kept smoking
I
weed.
call myself a loser a lot, so I don't really.
I feel like a loser sometimes. Yeah. Like I don't want to say a bum because that's kind of rude as well.
Well, that's the new loser. That's like the new vocabulary.
Bum is rude too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, now to kind of segue into our news topics for here today. Apparently, there's about to be a bunch of homeless people rocking White Lives Matter shirts.
So that was on my list. Is that supposed to be like a win for like the other side?
I don't know.
Because why y'all got homeless people rocking that?
Yeah. Well, it's like you just bought 1,000 billboards in L.A. Now all saying White Lives Matter. But he literally was like, so Kanye literally was like, I'm not doing the White Lives Matter shirt anymore. So me and Ian Connor, who's been accused of rape, with his help, we made sure to donate all those shirts to the homeless.
Oh, he
in
donated.
LA.
I thought somebody like took it and donated them.
I think it was Ian Connor. It was him and Ian Connor. They like came together to like help the homeless. And it's like, bro, you literally just put a Nazi symbol on top of all the homeless people. Christ. So now we're about to have a ton of people just standing on the side of the road with White Lives Matter shirts on.
Homeless murders.
Yeah. But yeah, imagine how many liberals.
What that shirt say? Stop the car.
oh my God, honey, hold on.
Just on the highway, stop the car.
Hey, you.
Under the bridge.
Take it off. They're like, but this is my only shirt. And they're like, fuck yeah. They're like mad at him. God. They're yelling at him.
Yeah, that's a bad idea.
Dude,
there's a whole bunch of bad ideas going on.
Bro.
And speaking of did you notice how quick until that article people forgot about the White Lives Matter shit? I think he thought he really messed up, which he did with the black community. So he was like, I'm about to, I need to do something else, like to distract. And like now, we don't even, you know what I'm saying? Now it's on this whole other, he's anti-Semitic.
Bro, it's
he don't believe in that term.
Dude, yeah, because he kept saying, I'm Jew. He kept saying it like that too. He's like, I'm Jew. And I was like, dude, that's not how you say that. That's how I know you're not.
That's very interesting.
He said, I'm Jew. He's like me, it's not anti-Semitic. Yeah. I'm Jew. And I'm like, dude, come on. What? He got
to stop listening like old Farrakhan.
Did he bring up Farrakhan during the 3-hour thing? Because I didn't watch the whole 3 hours. I only watched like 30 minutes.
Yeah, but it was just about how he had a meeting with him and Diddy or something about the beef they're having, I guess. But
Diddy and Farrakhan are having beef? Oh, yeah. Okay.
But, yeah.
Damn. When I was watching it, I was like ticking like tick marks every time he'd say something great, like absolute, like, because sometimes
anti-Semite meter, yeah.
Sometimes you'd be like, okay, he's not saying it right, but I get what he's saying, and I just kept every time he'd say something bad. And like the one thing that I kept coming back to that I kept thinking about in this Drink Champs interview was how he was talking. Well, he's like very pro-life now. Like he's super into Christian pro-life. You know what I'm saying? But he talked about how abortion is one of the leading causes of Black death in the country. And I was like, damn, like that's a wild statement. I might have to look up the stats on that. But I think the point he was trying to get at is like, you know what I'm saying, people being ungodly, you know what I'm saying, in the communities are causing, you know what I'm saying, people to die. And I was like, damn, bro, like, I get what you're trying to get at, but that is not the way you should be saying that. I think
with this whole like anti-Semitism thing he's doing, I really think, because he hasn't had the attention of the world in like a long time. He's had attention of like certain spheres of the world, but I think this is up there with Hurricane Katrina and the Taylor Swift thing. Like I think he wants that moment again, but he's like doing it the biggest he could ever do it, which is. Why that? And people are still interviewing him. He had an interview with Piers Morgan today.
I saw that. I haven't watched it yet.
Like, what is going on right now, yo?
I heard they said, like, in that Piers Morgan interview, Piers Morgan was like, here, I have some advice for you, Kanye. And Kanye's like, Piers, how much are you worth?
Right.
And he was like, not as much as you, unfortunately. And he's like, why would I take advice from you?
He's been doing this whole blah, blah, blah thing. He did it to Andrew Cuomo.
Did you see that Andrew Cuomo has a news network now? Because he's not on CNN anymore?
Yeah, he's on like one of them independent. Yeah.
Bro. Yeah. I didn't even know that motherfucker was out here.
I did. Yeah, I thought
I was like,
he's back on CNN? But then it was like some news. It was like newsletter.
You don't think Don Lemon's going to interview him anytime soon?
Bro, no. The only people that are going to interview him still is like the Fox people, which they probably not going to interview him no more.
Yeah, Tucker's probably going to be the only one.
Bro, JP Morgan took his, they said, find elsewhere to put your money.
Whoa. Well, yeah.
His
JP
bank.
Morgan. It's JP Morgan. How are you going to come out talking crazy? It's not good. What are you doing?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's bad marketing on his part.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck's going on.
It's definitely sad because I do think he's pushing, like you said the other day, you were like, he wants to die. Like
yeah,
he thinks he's at his end, so he's got to get all this out before he dies. And that's what I'm worried about, is he's going to like kill himself.
Like he wants to die in the sense like
bless you.
Like if you watch interviews, I think he already thinks he's like, you know, millions of years ahead of people. So he wants to like kind of like supercharge. I think he wants to supercharge things or progress things in his own way by dying, by like being like a martyr.
Damn, a martyr for what?
Because he's always saying like the next one gonna be, you know.
Oh yeah.
He's like betting on he wants to like, you know, I guess put his work in, I guess.
He keeps saying they're gonna kill me, and he keeps saying anybody who's trying to shoot me, shoot me. Anybody who wants to beat me up, beat me up.
I think that's what he wants his story to be.
Yeah.
I got the end of the day, like he died for something.
Sad, dude. I wish it was a rollout.
No.
It's not, though.
But he ain't had good music in like 3-4 albums, so.
You liked Ye. Don't lie.
That was like 4 albums ago. 3-4 albums?
Okay.
Yeah.
Was it? I thought that was the second to last album.
I don't know anymore. He had like gospel albums in between.
It was Donda, Jesus is King, and then before that, I think it was Ye. Unless you count his production.
Is that right?
That he did for that whole. Remember when he produced everybody's album for a year?
That's in the same weeks.
As yeah. So I think you're right.
But
was the last
it's
one.
the second. Yeah, second to last.
Yeah, dude,
he
it's
ain't had no
tough.
good music since then. So
Noriega was definitely regretting afterwards, which is funny because he was very confident beforehand. He's like, "How y'all gonna have him on the show and not put it out? Let him speak his mind." And then they were like, "Never mind, we should not have done that. I apologize."
It's not called Politica Champs. Oh God. He was like, "It's Drink Champs, man. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry." But he's everywhere today. He was on every. Yeah.
I'm surprised Boosie didn't say anything crazy on his if they didn't take Boosie's down. Because Boosie was on there too.
He don't be saying nothing crazy like that.
Boosie?
He don't be what's crazy.
Not about anti-Semitics, but he's very homophobic. Than
being you can do. Conservatives do that every day. So
True.
It's not really
You're right.
Yeah.
It's not good, man. We got to do better.
You just can't be outwardly, prejudiced.
Yeah, dude. It's not a good idea. It's rude. It hurts people. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing is we're in a time now where people hear shit and they do it. They're not about like being like, that's kind of crazy. Whoever jumps off. Remember back in the day, people would be like your parents would say, well, if your friends jumped off a cliff, would you, sort of thing? Or if your friends went and jumped off a bridge, would you do it? And like now it's like,
why wouldn't you?
Why wouldn't you do it if everyone else is doing it? And then that's why it's like problematic that like people can't be out here just saying crazy shit as facts. Like
is that the reason? See, I think you're the first person to ever say that that's the case. I think people, because I hear a lot about like, especially like celebrities and stuff need to be like accountable, or people with voices, or is that what you're getting at? Like
kind of. I just think that there's a different air.
But nobody actually says why they need to be. They just be like, it's just, you know what I'm saying. But if I agree with you on the people are, I'm not gonna say dumb.
They're kind of dumb.
But
because those are the people we got to worry about, is the dumb people. The people that listen to Kanye and go, you know what, he's right. Jewish people are bad. And then they go out and do some crazy shit like that. Yeah. Or start up a blog or a podcast and they just start just, what would the word be? Like, not expediting, but like they're just funneling all of that kind of like hate speech and putting it out there and making it more prevalent. Like that's, it's just crazy to see how, like, because we saw the signs like way back. You know what I'm saying? Like we could have seen it with a couple people, but like people didn't really think.
Like what? What are you saying?
Well, just with like, well, maybe not with Kanye, because this is new. This is a different sort of thing.
He was just like, what's the craziest thing I could actually say right now?
Do you think something happened between him and a Jewish person personally, and now he's just fixated on that?
No, I think this is just his new, this is his final level.
Oh, no.
I think
he's reached level 99.
Yeah, I think he was just like, okay, yeah.
It's too bad. I wonder what Drake thinks.
I don't know.
Because he said Drake was the best rapper alive.
Yeah.
And then he started talking about Jewish people. And I was like,
I feel like
I don't think Drake knows. I don't think he knows Drake is Jewish.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so.
Somebody said Eminem would never do this. And we were like, okay. Sure. Of course he wouldn't. So neither would Jay-Z, right? Neither would so-and-so. But here we go. Here we are. Kanye is officially anti-Semitic. But it's, man.
Anyway, let's change the subject. So, Ezra Miller is facing up to 26 years in prison.
Yeah.
That was a horrible transition, but
that's true.
Transition out of that.
That is true.
But yes.
For burglary?
For stealing a couple liquor bottles out of someone's home.
He broke into their house and stole their liquor.
Vermont or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, dude. That was what I was saying the other day. I was like, imagine if he got 25 to life and The Flash came out and made like $1 billion.
They said they already got Flash 2 script done.
Bro, what are they doing?
So what's about that?
Bro,
are they gonna release it?
You want to know what's crazy, bro? I have a feeling that WB about to apply for bankruptcy. I think they're fucked because Don't Worry Darling bombed.
Uh-huh.
Not Shazam, my bad. What's it called? Black Adam has a 30% of Rotten Tomatoes with 40 reviews.
I got a thing on that for later.
Okay, we'll get back to that. They destroyed Cartoon Network. They literally destroyed it. It doesn't exist.
Cartoon Network said they're not going anywhere.
They're gone.
I wonder what's going on out here, man.
They're no longer
a
part of Warner Brothers.
They were like, we're not going anywhere.
I don't know. I didn't see that.
Huh.
But that's what they were saying, because the president of Warner Brothers or whatever is the dude who's basically been like, Discover Warner. Yeah, yep. And he was basically like, we don't have enough money to put out any more movies, so these are the 2 movies that we're going to put out. Then they cut out all the animation on HBO Max. Mm-hmm. Then they cut out HBO Max. Mm-hmm. So now it's going to be just like HBO Productions or whatever, which isn't a bad thing.
Yeah, that's
HBO Productions are the best ones.
Yeah.
But still, like, hella people who had jobs and were working on shows are no longer having jobs and working on shows, which is tough. And then on top of that, we've got this situation with what was it? Batgirl, you know what I'm saying? They just taking it out.
All right.
We don't need to pay for none of this. We'll just get the tax write-off or whatever. Movie never comes out. And then well, this is a different company, so I'm going to leave it at that. But that's the you know what I'm saying? I feel like that's like the nail in the coffin. They're about to have, you know what I'm saying, nothing coming up next year.
Is this movie going to come out, do you think, at this point?
The Flash?
Yes. It has to, right?
It has to, but if they don't,
but they locked up one, so.
But I feel like.
You know how much money they probably spent on that thing?
That's the reason why they don't want to shelf it.
And I think people will go see it.
They will.
In droves. I think
yes.
With this controversy, all this, him kidnapping people, putting mollies in. I don't know what he's been doing. He's been doing mollies. I don't know.
Yeah. They're wilding out.
Something. They've been wilding out like a motherfucker.
Yeah, they're tripping for sure. But they know something we don't. Because there's no way they can get away with all that shit and they still like, we got this movie locked. We're about to put it out next March. They made an apology, a public apology, and being like, I was fucking up. My bad. Yeah. I'm about to go to therapy and deal with this. I'm facing my consequences. And then I guess, but this was before 25 to Life.
He worked for the government.
Bro, that's what who said that the other day? Did we talk about this already?
No.
Somebody said that the other day, and they're like, how much you want to bet he's a psyop?
That's some Epstein shit. He worked for the government.
Bro. What if they...
And Kanye worked for the government, if we're being real.
I think Kanye might have ties to the government.
He worked for him.
I think he has ties to
They put a chip in his head. They're like, be anti-Semitic right now.
Oh, shit.
Disrupt.
I got an idea. I'm tired of these Jewish people.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, it's not good.
Yeah, they're going to clip that.
What?
They gonna clip you saying that.
Oh no, I love Jewish people, bro. I'm big.
It's too late now. You gave it too much room.
You're right. Yeah. Shit.
Too much breath.
I'm gonna shorten it down so that
was you as Kanye, but it's too late now.
It was me as Kanye. It was me as Kanye. I like Jewish people. But, I like all people. I like doubling down. I like all people as black people. Yeah, dude.
Oh, God.
Should I rank them? No, I'm just kidding.
You were talking about Black Adam. So there was a review, I guess, that literally, you said it has a what?
32%?
That's critics or
Oh, no, sorry.
audience?
I just switched that up. So it's a 30% with 32 reviews.
Okay. Any audience rating yet?
No, they haven't allowed it because they don't want to get bombed, like review bombed.
I guess there was a freaking article that called it anti-entertaining.
How does that? What does that even mean?
Like that intrigued me.
I wonder what that means.
Anti-entertaining.
Is the whole movie fan service? You think? Where it's literally just every scene they're just introducing a person.
They just said it was repetitive in that. That was the article I read. Yeah. But that trailer looked good to me.
It did.
I don't even like superhero movies.
I was getting ready to see it. I was like, well, how am I going to watch it this week?
I'm going to see it.
I'm going to watch it later.
I'm going to see it.
I'm going to watch it later when it comes out. But I don't think I'm going to go and see it.
Why? You got it for free. You can watch it for free.
Just because I'm going to be busy and like I'll have to compromise free time to do it. And it not anymore, no.
Because the critics say so.
Yeah, because it's got 30%. But that's not a good way to judge movies. I should still watch it. Because I really enjoyed...
You hated Don't Worry Darling, right?
Never saw it.
Oh, you still haven't? Okay.
Still haven't seen it.
Yeah.
I watched.
Yeah.
I walked by it. I know. Talking all that shit. Did you watch it, motherfucker?
Oh,
I walked by it a lot. You know what movie I walked by a lot and I really enjoyed?
What?
Lyle Crocodile.
You know, someone from Kalamazoo wrote a song for that. I think the theme song for that.
That's amazing. The theme song, oh shit, I can't remember.
Someone from town here.
I was gonna sing it. I can't remember. Look at me now. No, that's not it. I can't remember what it is. But there's some dude. Mm-hmm. First of all, I'm about to give it a review, and I haven't even seen the movie. Javier Bardem swinging for the fences. Some of the best acting I've seen in a children's movie. From literally just watching like 4 scenes, I'm like, he's about to make me cry. Lyle the Crocodile, very cute. Very cute. I thought it was gonna be stupid. Very cute. The animation makes you like the crocodile, and they don't have him talking. So he's just emotions, like facial emotions, super cute. The musical numbers, literally, I'm getting chills thinking about it right now. The musical numbers are fire. The mixing, the sound mixing, while they're doing stuff like in the apartment and like everything that they do is on beat. It's like they're shutting a cupboard. It's on beat to whatever song is playing or whatever. And then the kid, the main like protagonist, the kid who like finds a crocodile in the attic or whatever, that kid's gonna be a fucking Oscar nominated actor. He's like, I wish you could see my face, y'all, but he literally looks like this, Chase. The whole movie. Literally his face looks like somebody squeezing his neck. Who's that?
You know him?
Is that the guy who wrote that song?
He wrote the one with Shawn Mendes.
Bruh.
Do you know him from
yes.
town? Yeah.
No, I don't know him from town, but
I used to be on the improv team with him.
They were on the improv team at KC?
No. Western. But yeah.
Yeah, dude, that's awesome.
He went out there.
I wish I knew their name. Congratulations to that person. I'd like to give you your flowers because...
Yeah, Jariah Fleming, man.
Jariah Fleming, you did a phenomenal job.
He wrote the song Top of the World that was performed by Shawn Mendes in that.
Very good.
In that movie.
Very good. Very good. Bro, I'm telling you, people need to see it because it's not schlock. Like, you know how some kids' movies are just for you to take your kid to and just turn your brain off and you just not, like, let your kids run around the theater and fuck around and shit? Mm-hmm. Them kids were sitting for that movie. And then when the songs were playing, they were frozen in awe. Yeah. Because they were like, I can't believe. And Shawn Mendes probably not a great actor. That's probably why they didn't give the alligator any dialogue. Or the crocodile.
Oh, he's the alligator?
He's a crocodile.
Oh, okay.
But he doesn't talk in the movie.
Okay.
It's just the singing. So the crocodile will look all timid and like nervous, and then they'll be like, "Come on, Lyle, let's do it." And then he'll be like, "Man, that motherfucker."
Interesting.
Pipes, bro. Shawn Mendes has pipes, but like,
yeah, I never listened to him.
He's got pipes. He's I don't really like his music like that, but he can sing really well. And like, I was just very, very thoroughly impressed with many scenes that I've seen in that movie. I might have to watch that instead of Black Adam. Because it's playing for another 2 weeks. We got Keys. I can't talk about that.
Keys.
I can't talk about that. I'm pretty sure it is playing at the theater. Let me check my work email real quick.
What?
Oh no, that was a different movie.
Well, you got
at least 2 more weeks. Yeah, because you got to unlock the movies. They send. They send keys to the theater, and then the theater's got to use it to unlock the movie. That's all I'm gonna say. But
so it's a new movie that's fresh off the press.
Yeah, fresh off the press,
or being re-released or something like that.
Mm-hmm, exactly. Like Top Gun, we'd get keys every month because it was always playing or whatever. Right. But yeah, dude, Lyle the Crocodile. I don't even know how we got to Lyle the Crocodile. Oh, just not watching movies. But yeah, Lyle the Crocodile slapped. I do have to watch Don't Worry, Darling though. But I'm hearing really good things. I know you didn't really enjoy it. Did we talk about Terrifier 2? It's my doggy upstairs.
No, we didn't. We didn't talk about the first one.
I never saw the first one. Should I watch it?
Yeah.
It's very good?
First one's good.
Somebody said it was mean-spirited. Somebody online said
say that?
It's too mean-spirited for me.
It was a guy, wasn't it?
It was.
Yeah.
So what do they mean? Well, do you know what they mean by that? Is it because it's malicious, like the killings are malicious?
Yeah, that's a part of it. It's not a
fun movie.
It's not fun. It's not fun horror. It's
scary.
It's a slasher. It's just like every meaning of the word.
So it's real.
No, it's just it's. You get introduced to people, you might like them, and they may die.
Okay, that's why. So they're mad because the people they liked in the movie are killed.
And just the kills are very mean spirit. It's kind of torture pornish to people. Reminds people somewhat of Hostel.
That's a classic fucking movie, though.
But yeah.
See,
but that's what it is, the torture porn aspect, or what they call torture porn. Because those movies are, I don't like that term, but I guess I can see why people call it mean-spirited.
Okay.
There is no
joyous.
Yeah, what's the entertainment value to most people to watching that?
The killing.
Which isn't, no, I mean, like, what in the person's mind that would say it's mean-spirited, like, what's the entertainment in seeing this movie? Like, there is not really. If death and death alone is entertainment, that's mean-spirited.
Interesting.
I think they're coming from.
I just feel like there's so many like horror movies with people being murdered.
That's
that I obviously would, if someone was like, "Is it mean-spirited?" I'd be like, "Yeah, it's a fucking horror movie. They kill people." Yeah. But like,
I think if the kills are done a little too well, then it can come off a certain way.
Yeah.
Like in those movies that people like, horror classics, the kills aren't all that compared to what we can do today.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, these movies are doing what can be done, like today, and it's all practical.
Oh, I like that. I like that.
Bro, the kills in the second movie are just they're crazy.
Horrendous.
They're crazy.
You look like you were about to say horrendous.
Yeah, I was.
That's scary.
They're like my mouth. Every time a kill happened, my mouth was like open. It's too long. The second one's too long.
2:48. 2 hours and 48
like
minutes.
That. 2:28. 2:28.
Okay.
It's something like that. But yeah.
Still, that's ridiculous.
And the first one's only 80 minutes. So
yeah.
Yeah. But I gave the second one like a low scoring. But I still liked it. It was just too long. I'm never going to watch it again.
Got you.
But the first one, really good.
Well, after I saw that comment and then read other comments praising another film, I got frustrated. I was frustrated with the state of film criticism at the moment. So, I would love to get into Halloween Ends.
Oh, and I was going to say, I've seen that term before too, mean-spirited, and someone said it about Halloween Kills.
Yeah, but good. That shit was funny. It was great. The fact that the people
Halloween
we liked.
Kills is great. That's what you're saying right now?
The kills in Halloween Kills are great.
Yeah.
Like the violence in that movie is entertaining because you get the these are the things that to kind of preemptively
let's talk about the franchise. Like not the franchise, but
the new franchise.
This new trilogy.
So the new trilogy,
let's start from the top.
The things that I liked most about the first movie.
Who's the trilogy by?
David Gordon Green.
Okay.
Who directed George Washington, which is like a classic independent film. He directed Pineapple Express. He directed the movie Joe with Nicolas Cage, which is very good.
Created Eastbound and Down,
Eastbound
and Righteous Gemstones, and Vice Principals.
Yes. Well, that's Jody Hill, who's also a writer on the first one.
Okay.
But I don't think they're involved in the other two. So with the first movie, what I liked most about it, not that it's a perfect movie, but what I liked most about it is it's ramping up this like big ass showdown, and it's tough. Every scene is like mostly tough, kind of like getting ready or getting gritty. You know, Michael's coming out of the asylum and getting out, sort of thing. He's getting gritty. He's killing people at rest stops, getting his shit on, getting his mask back, and like it's the things that I liked about the first Rob Zombie movie. It's like, oh, here we go. This is gonna be dope. Rob Zombie arguably did it better in my opinion. Which
it was like a Diet Coke version of, because it had remnants of the Halloween 2018. Had like gore level and like kill, shock, and like mean spiritedness was Rob Zombie levels when the kills finally started. But it also had like I don't know, it was something about it that was just off.
Well, yeah, it was. They were trying to do a familial, almost like communal perspective of like
it's like a soap movie, soap drama / Rob Zombie movie. That first one, the first two, really.
Yes, that's a perfect explanation.
They're like soap opera.
Yeah, they're like, it's almost like they're trying to make people care
about Laurie Strode and her
kids.
Granddaughter, and we just met them. We don't give a shit about her granddaughter or her freaking daughter.
That was like the biggest like flaw of the movie, is that they were trying to get into like these personal lives of people things, but it was the best parts of the movie, at least for the first and second one, where they did get personal, were with complete supporting characters, like the little kid that was being babysat.
Right.
That kid was hilarious. And when his babysitter got murdered, he ran out of the house screaming. It was funny. You were like, oh shit, run, little guy.
Was that
like
1 or 2?
1. He's in 2 for a second. He's on the news. But it's mostly in 1 is when that kid is like running out of the house and all that.
Yeah.
And
you're right.
The first movie ends and you're like, man, that was cool, but it could have been doper. I bet the next one's going to get sick.
But wait, I had something on the first one. Shit. We were talking about, hold on. Keep going. I got to remember.
But like, as far as like ramping up and like getting ready for, you know what I'm saying, the carnage, it's lackluster. Yeah. It's not, it could have been more intense, but they wanted to like almost tease it and be like, this is what's coming next. And they had that tracking shot where he goes from house to house and you see him kill like 5 random people. That's the best part of the movie.
Yes, the kills.
It's amazing. And the way they directed it is very good.
But that was all in the trailer. If I remember it all being the trailer basically. Yeah. But and taking away the sister element, that made the movie automatically like we were in for it. Like the people that saw the first movie, like they're about to change it up, and you know. But as it went along, even into the second one, it's like, so what's the point of this then? What's the point of this movie?
Mm-hmm.
Like.
There's no relation.
And then in the second one, it's like, it's the house. That's what he's after. Yeah. But then, this new one, where's all that?
Bro.
Where's that? Did he go to the house once? No, he's in the freaking...
The sewers.
Okay, we're about to spoil it. So the last one.
So do we want to get into the second one too? Because the second one was a sign that the third one was going to be bad.
So all 3 of them are pretty bad to me. Not bad. Well, yeah, they're all bad. I did give them 3 out of 5s. I think I was being nice on all those, and most of the stars come from like the kills parts, or like the suspense, or you know. But yeah, they are garbage. They are all 1-star movies. If I'm completely being honest,
all of them. I feel all like of them. The first one, to me, if I'm being critical, because I do think that like look at the family, look at this, the trauma. I didn't care about any of that. All I cared about was the side characters and Michael going sick in the town. And the possibility of Laurie Strode literally getting in the gloves with this man was cool to me because they're both old. Yeah. Michael's old and she's old. It makes sense that they could fight each other, and it might go a certain way if Laurie's been lifting weights and shooting guns and all that. Like, that was cool. But to get into 2, with Halloween Kills, bro, it was literally like...
And I gave that a 4.5. That's what I'm saying. Damn. Now I think all of them are 1s. I just rewatched it a couple months ago, but I gave it a 4.5 last year out of 5.
You rewatched it like a week ago, I thought.
Last month.
Okay.
Yeah, but
with 2,
trash.
It was like Halloween Kills. I liked from a visual perspective and from like a filmmaking perspective. I liked the 70s flashbacks because of how they looked.
Right.
Because it literally looked... I thought I was watching the first movie. I was like, I'm watching the original right now. And then you'd see other actors come in, and you're like, how'd they put him in that movie? And then I'm like, oh, no. They shot it this way. This is actually kind of neat. It didn't matter. Mm-hmm. That stuff didn't matter at all in the grand scheme of the movie. And like the side characters, like Big John, Little John, again, best part of... Probably the second best part, if not the best part of Halloween Kills. But... Laurie's in the fucking hospital the whole movie. Mm-hmm. The town is running around screaming, "Evil dies tonight." Mm-hmm. I'm like, you're going to die
Which
tonight.
You didn't hear that once in the new movie.
Thank God.
They got the memo.
Thank God.
But it didn't do much.
It didn't. And so then after 2 is done, you're like, good. I'm glad all those people died because that whole movie, they thought they were hot shit. They're not hot shit compared to Michael. Michael's the GOAT. Like, you can't fuck with Michael like that. By the time we get to this third movie, bro,
4 years later.
4 fucking years later.
In the movie, it's 4 years later.
4 years later, yes, yeah. A year later, I guess. Yeah. A year later, but 4 years since the events of this one, they disregarded everything about the characters that they had built up. Everything. Literally every choice. Laurie Strode is I'm over it.
No, except for her. That worked a little bit.
Bro, the whole first half, she's like, I'm just chilling. I'm done
that
caring.
Worked a little. Yeah, she was trying. She was trying to be. And then when she sees dude... That's when the trauma comes. But
she sees
she's
this
trying.
Pudgy-looking pansy boy chilling behind the pansies, the flowers, looking like Michael, but he's not. And she had a change of heart. She's like, oh no.
But you got to backtrack though. What's the movie about? It's about a babysitter. It's a babysitter that accidentally causes the death of a kid he's supposed to be taking care of.
Accidentally?
That's our opening. Yeah.
See, I would say he didn't think that was going to happen, so it was an accident.
Yeah.
But that dude,
yeah, that's what the point of the movie is, trying to get you to think he's had it in him.
Yeah.
But it was an accident.
That was the best part of that beginning of the movie, of Halloween Ends, when that kid dies.
That's why I gave it a 3 stars.
I got hype. I was like, this might actually be dope.
Yeah. And then literally 2 minutes later.
Literally. He's
the last
bullied.
Time I've seen... No, 2 minutes later is... The last time I saw my monster was 2 years ago. 4 years ago. He killed my daughter. He killed my daughter's husband. I'm like, oh my God, it's a Hallmark movie. Like literally right after that opening.
She writing a
memoir. It turns into a Hallmark movie. And recaps the whole trilogy as if...
I forgot about that. They did do that.
It's like, oh, so you don't care who watches this movie. This movie really isn't... None of these movies are. Like anything.
It doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter that they exist. And that's what's so annoying because it's disrespectful. Like the things, I mean, obviously I might have like a bias as far as like a nostalgic bias as far as like I was like scared of Michael Myers when up until maybe like 1st or 2nd grade. Like I was afraid of that man because it was a man. It was a man in a mask killing people.
It wasn't a man. It's a man now.
I mean, is it though?
It's a man now. But it was the Vine. Remember?
Like an entity.
It was the Vine. What was that shit called? The cult? The Vine? The branch?
Are you talking about the Season of the Witch shit?
After that,
3rd one?
with Paul Rudd and shit, it was like the cult that he was in. That's why he was supernatural.
I don't think I ever saw the Paul Rudd one.
He was supernatural. That's number 5. Number 6.
6. Because 4 and 5 are hard. 4 and 5 is when it's his niece.
Yeah.
Because Laurie kills herself, and then her niece is around, and he's drawn to her. So it's like you get that familial aspect or whatever. But
Jamie
either way,
Lloyd,
that essence and that aura of like this is a unstoppable being type dude literally just got thrown in the trash by this 3rd movie, because in the 3rd movie this man's hiding in a sewer. He goes to choke a dude out, and like it would have been dope if he had just killed that kid and then he came back, and then maybe like he wore his face or something and they thought it was him. Oh, that's a crazy premise, but at least it's interesting. Or like, what if we had 3 murders happen that night? So like Corey, who's this punk ass antagonist / protagonist of the movie for some reason, we could have had Corey. We could have had some dude named Dylan who hit a guy with his car, and we could have had a girl named Sally who drugged, you know what I'm saying, the kid she was babysitting or something. So then it's like, who is this person killing all these people? Who really got in touch with
like
Michael?
A whodunit.
Then it's a whodunit, and then Michael can come back
new.
still.
That's something new for Halloween.
It would have been cool, and I would have cared because I would have been wondering what's going to happen.
Yeah.
I didn't care what was going to happen because they done made the granddaughter, who's pretty tough in the last 2 movies. She gets hardcore in the last 2 movies. In this movie, she's like, oh, he accidentally killed somebody? I deal with trauma too. We can be together. Why is that on your mind?
Yeah, she's dumb.
Why is that on your mind?
She like aged 4 years and got dumber.
That doesn't make any sense. She should be way smarter or way more guarded and like, you know what I'm saying, fucked up about it.
Yeah.
And
like she forgets everything that she went through with her grandmother, how her grandmother was right about everything in the past.
Yeah.
She kind of like forgot that and like went back to the old, you're crazy.
Yeah. Which they got over in 2. In 2, they're like, my bad.
They got over in 1. Like at the end when he's there, they're like, oh shit, this is what I've been. The daughter's like, this is what I've been preparing for my whole life.
And the other thing too that's crazy is like they set up this whole Corey angle where it's like, okay, basically he's being like possessed, not possessed, but like emboldened or like empowered
possessed by evil.
Yeah, by evil. Michael's presence, the shape or whatever.
Michael is evil.
But like
personified.
They kill him so easily.
No,
like,
he
dies
himself.
so easily. I don't want to give it away, but yeah,
he
dies so easily. Yeah, don't see the movie; it fucking blows. But he died so easily. He kills himself in front of a lawyer to frame Laurie in front of the granddaughter to make her.
Which works.
It works to an extent.
No, the mask is over by him. She walks in, only sees the knife, and she runs out. She's like, "Oh my god, my grandmother."
He's a killer. And then Michael shows up right away. I'm here.
Because he can sense, he has the scent for the mask. He doesn't know where it is because they don't talk to each other where they're going, but he smelled the mask.
Oh yeah, but
inside that house he's never been into either.
Yeah, and then also, how did Michael lose the mask? Oh, because Corey freaking throws him from the top rope. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Puts him in a leg
ankle lock.
Bro.
Kurt Angle style.
How dare you, David Gordon Green, have this 21-year-old pudgy boy
all through a little peephole too.
Beating up Michael Myers.
Audience like, wait, which one is that? Which one is that one?
Exactly.
That's beating him? Oh, shit.
And then he just leaves.
He's
him
like,
there.
give me your fucking mask. Yeah. You don't need this. You're just an old man.
Without the mask, you're just an old man. And then he puts the mask on. And then we get some cool kills.
Who is that for? Who's? I always ask that when I see movies out. I'm like, who is this movie for?
Bro. That's a really good question.
Who's it for?
I couldn't even make a joke.
Is it for the director? Does the director like it? I'm stumbling my words. I'm sorry. Does the director like it even?
I couldn't imagine making that and wanting to put it out. I can't imagine how that would feel. Knowing what you just did.
We should have known something when no movie has been simultaneously released since COVID, but this one is.
Yeah.
Like the studio knew it was trash. They literally put it out the same day on streaming.
And then, not to deviate, but yes, you're right. You knew it was going to be bad by the way that they released it on Peacock at the same time. But like, to put like the nail in the coffin for how disrespectful they are to this man's legacy. This is Michael fucking Myers.
Yeah.
He's unstoppable. All Lori had to do was nail him to a table.
That's all she had to do.
All she had to do was nail him to a table.
4 years ago, she could have just did that.
Bro, I was thinking that they were going to put him in the meat grinder. They were going to have a fight at the junkyard and put him in the meat grinder. No, they just slit his throat and cut his wrists and had him stabbed down. But not before.
You got to staple him to a table.
Bro, that moment where he was on the table and you thought he was donezo, and she goes to do something with the knife and he grabs her by the throat, and we get all them flashbacks.
No, it's probably the worst part of the movie.
That was the worst thing I've ever seen,
bro, you know how many times they didn't use flashbacks in this trilogy? Bro. Also, that's not even the worst part of that scene. The other worst part is she's doing all this, killing him. Almost there. Slit his throat, all that. She gets choked a little bit. She literally says, do it. Like, wait, you just slit his throat and you want him to kill you now? Like,
now you're ready to go.
You're literally there. Like, and then her granddaughter runs in.
And what does she do?
And Jean-Claude Van Damme snaps. Bro. Fucking Kumite style.
Yes.
She like, ah!
And
then
breaks his arm in half.
And then it cuts to like, what I'm thinking is literally the next day of shooting the same scene. And she's literally like, I couldn't let anything happen to you. Straight face. No tears. No red face like she just had a second ago breaking his arm. She's like, I couldn't let this happen to you. She's like, I couldn't let this happen to you. What writing that is.
This is the worst dialogue I've seen in a horror movie.
I couldn't let this happen to you.
Bro, this and what's the other one we watched that was really bad? Orphan 2. Gotta be the worst dialogue in movies.
Orphan 2 is better than this. Well, no, it's not. No, it's not. No, you asked me that the other night.
It is.
And I said Halloween was.
I think this is better. Or I think Orphan 2 is better, but that's not saying
Halloween was better, yeah.
No, they're both terrible. But the dialogue was so bad I couldn't imagine. Remember when Jamie Lee was like, now's the time for you to flash the world your fucking tits and tell them fuck you, and she like flips the camera, flips off the camera, the camera pushes in, yeah, and like the yams go in the air. Dude, what are they doing? Why did they do that?
Yeah, who's it for?
I don't know.
Who's that for?
Women, maybe?
No, I don't know.
Do girls like it? Because people like it. People are like giving it 4-star reviews and being like, thank God they did something different. Thank goodness they did something creative. This is totally different. It's not what I expected. Yeah, you're right. It's not what I expected either.
I do think the lady's going to like this one.
Because he's cute.
Corey is kind of cute.
Because Corey's cute.
And we got Laurie Strode and the granddaughter.
This is the worst thing I've seen. I was honestly like, my Letterboxd review was literally just, I'm going to throw up. Like, I could not, like, I knew I wanted to talk about it with you because I haven't talked about it with anybody.
Yeah. And we watched it with some people, yeah.
Did we?
I can't believe I watched it for a second time.
I was so happy that honestly, at first, because I remember when it started, we were talking shit. Well, not really. Me and Andy were talking shit. And then Andy was like, is this one of those movies where we should be talking the whole time?
No, he was like, y'all don't like talking.
And we were like, nah, not really. No, you don't have to do that. And then like a good 20 minutes later, we went right back to talking shit because it was like, I can't believe the choices that they're making and like being confident in them. Like I understand like Barbarian is so good in terms of they're subverting your expectations. Like it's exciting. It's like, well, this is weird, but it's interesting. Like it's cool. They're doing interesting things cinematically with this like subject matter, basically. But with this, it's like, bro, you have the building blocks for the coolest shit ever, and you made it lame. Like, how do you make it lame? Even though it's different. Because like I said, you could have had
because Halloween is lame, bro. And there's no more story to tell after Halloween 1 and after Halloween 2 in 1978 or 1981. There's no more story to tell. There's been no more story to tell.
4 was even good, and that was silly.
But there's been since the first 2, there's been no.
Is 6 good?
Bro, they're all not good after the first 2. And some people don't even like 2.
Bro's
1
crazy.
is always going to be the best one in people's minds.
I never thought I'd say this.
Which is crazy. It's like, why do you keep watching these movies if you always going to think 1 is? Because it is.
Yeah.
And it don't got no gore in it, the first one.
It don't. It's just
it's not even like a horror movie. It's not like, well, it's a horror movie. Yeah,
but it's a beautiful movie.
Yeah.
Like, it looks like for 70s cinematography, darkness, they lit that movie so well. Like, Halloween is one of the and they made it for what, 10 grand or something crazy.
It's
like
an indie movie.
That's just a great accomplishment. You know what I'm saying? But like with what was I gonna say? With with like IPs or whatever, like you said, they're trying to branch shit out and make it more interesting and get deeper about shit.
Oh, so I delved deeper into that for you.
Which one?
We ain't gonna get all into it now, but what I was saying about there being certain rights and stuff.
Yeah.
Like there's even certain rights for regional. So let's say a person that has the copyright could like sell portions of the rights to like Asia, and they make their own Michael Myers movie.
That'd be cool.
But it's only released in Asia, only in that domestic area.
We can't watch it.
So that's how we could get it.
I want to see that. I want to see Chinese Michael Myers.
Yeah.
That'd be fire.
But yeah.
You can't see him behind the bush because he's not tall enough.
It's interesting though. But yeah, these rights, yeah.
Yeah. Or like,
but yeah, there's no story
Finland,
to tell.
Michael Myers.
There's no story to tell. Bro.
Hinger Dinger Michael Myers. That'd be funny as hell. Dutch Michael Myers.
Jesus.
That should be funny. But that's what I like. I want that entertainment value of the things that I liked about it. And the thing that most frustrates me about like studios trying to bank off of this shit, and it's really just capitalism, is like they're not really trying to make cool shit. They're trying to make what makes them money. And like they could have like,
yeah. I mean, it works, and we go and freaking spend.
I mean, it does work
every time.
But they could.
It's up to us.
It's about art, bro. It's about art.
No, it's not. It's up to us. We consumers are the deciding factor to everything that goes on in economics.
But I just want
everything. Work. Shout out to Lonnie, man. We're gonna have to get Lonnie on.
Yeah, we do.
But it's just facts, man.
Damn, that's a good. Yeah. You know what I was just thinking, bro.
The consumer. We have to. Before you say what you gotta say, keep your thought. We have to change what we're listening to. If we think all of it sucks, we have to change what we're like watching.
Facts.
Or like or boycott that shit.
Facts.
Boycott horror, cause it's split this year. People are.
Boycott
I feel
horror.
like every year people are like, "This is the best year for horror." Every year.
They do say that too much.
And I feel like I'm split because I haven't seen a horror movie I like this year at all.
Come on. Come on.
I haven't liked.
Now I'm thinking really hard to what came
that
out.
we watched in theater. No,
I loved Barbarian.
Yeah, I'm not.
Does Crimes of the Future count as a horror movie?
It's like a psychological thriller.
It's like a sci-fi thriller noir.
Yeah,
That's a great fucking movie. Crimes of the Future.
I need to rewatch that.
So
it's on DVD already.
Yeah, I might have to get that Blu-ray. But I was just trying to think of another like horror movie that was good. But like what you're saying is I'll see people post like, "Wow, what a year for horror," and they post like a shot of Barbarian, and I'm like, bad. Yeah. Then they'll post a shot of like Pearl, and I'm like, that's not a horror movie.
Horror is the most subjective genre of all time.
Explain.
one that has the worst movies of all time in its genre. Like the worst movies of all time, you could probably pinpoint it. It's probably gonna be a horror movie
or comedies, or romance movies.
Yes, or comedies. But yeah, it's super subjective because it's like there's so much different horror. You can like supernatural. You can like slasher.
Zombies.
You can like
vampires, werewolves. Right. But that like the lack of quality is what I think people
and they're
are
cheap
liking
to make.
They're
cheap to make.
Yeah, I feel like they're liking shit that isn't really that good. But what I was gonna say was I couldn't believe I thought this.
We're too proud. Yes, I'm sorry. We're too excited to have like new shit coming out while we're alive that we don't sit back and be like, man, what are we actually? Yeah.
I'm thinking in my head before I say what I was gonna say. I'm trying to think of what other horror movies I like this year. Because Nope's not a horror movie, bro.
No.
People got to stop saying that because it's not. And I really liked Barbarian. I didn't really like Pearl like that. I thought it was decent, but I didn't like it as a horror movie. I liked it as a melodrama.
Oh, you ain't like how you thought you was.
Yeah. And then, because that 8-minute monologue is great. We've already talked about that. But what was the other one? Halloween Ends, and then
I mean, they come out every month and shit.
I gotta watch that Terrifier because people were guessing that. But what I never thought I was gonna say, Friday the 13th outlasted Halloween as the best IP for a serial killer, like a supernatural serial killer, because it was neck and neck.
Even though it's the same thing, there's no more story to tell, but I think they can tell better stories with Chason.
Yeah,
and it just be fun.
They have 4 through 6 are the best 4, bro. Well, 3. I'll even give 3. Friday the 13th Part 3 through like 7 and 6 are phenomenal horror movies. Literally everything you want in a horror movie. Yeah. Funny characters, sexy characters, good kills, scary jump scares, a kid that is in it, like a kid, like a child that you're like rooting for, and
Corey.
Dumb adults. Yeah, they did the Corey angle way better. Way better. Friday 5.
It's the same thing, I know.
It's better.
Yeah.
Watch that. Don't watch Halloween Ends. Watch Friday the 13th Part 5. It is one of the best horror movies of all time.
Yeah.
I just can't. I never thought. Literally, as we were sitting down, I realized in my head, Friday the 13th is now better than Halloween. And a year ago, I would have said no.
It's always been.
A year ago, I would have disagreed.
Always been.
But they killed it.
Halloween's always been a. I can't even do the noise.
Like this? Like that?
Yeah, bro. That ain't been the one.
But still, if you really want to get
because the reboots are better than John Carpenter's. Oops, I said it.
The 1 and 2 are better.
Oops, I said
Halloween and Halloween 2 by Rob Zombie?
Yeah, they're better.
Well, they're much better.
They're better than John Carpenter's.
They are. That's why he was mad.
Yeah.
Because he was like...
I know, well, he's mad because they're freaking vulgar and literally the antithesis of what he made.
Yeah, they're the white trash versions of his movie. Because that's what they were.
Yeah,
they were white trash people... And that's why he was a killer. Yeah. It wasn't just evil incarnate. There was a reason for him being evil.
But he was evil incarnate, too.
True.
They did that angle, too, in the second movie.
With the pale white horse?
Yeah.
Yeah. That shit was hard. That shit was dope.
I got to rewatch it. I hated that.
It's so good.
But I got to rewatch
that angle is dope. And he got sick cinematography out of that movie. He got such good cinematography out of those first 2 movies. And it's like, man, it's just crazy. I'm just so sad. But I shouldn't be. I should be optimistic about what else can be done.
He's doing Exorcist next year.
That's gonna be garbage. It's gonna be absolute trash. We cannot see it, Chase. We cannot give them our money for that. We can't. We cannot give into that.
See, thank you. See, now you see
we cannot give into that.
That's how I feel every time you take me to a movie or like, yo, you trying to go see this new it'd be like, I don't know. I couldn't even come up with a fake title, but just shit that you be trying to see. Smile.
That was bad.
I'd be like, bro, I know this shit gonna be. You can just taste it in the air.
That movie was so bad. That Smile movie was trash.
That shit about to make the box office on that. It was like 7 million, I think. It's already at like 100-something million. Like it's still going. Like it's about to make like 10 times as fucking.
Because of marketing, not because of the quality of the film. Because of marketing.
They getting that money.
Disrespectful.
Yeah.
Disrespectful to artist cinema. Disrespectful to cinema as an industry.
Yeah.
I'm tired of people using marketing, not people, entities using marketing as a ploy to have people experience good cinema.
But that's why we buy everything.
But I don't want to anymore.
I know. You just got to read between you got to like see what's going on. But,
I just want to see who's making.
But also though, you do like going to see movies though. You like going to see newer.
Yeah.
I'm more cautious. Like I don't see shit unless I like hear people talking about it, or I'll just wait a few months. Or if I don't like the trailer, I just don't go see it.
I'm biased to OGIP. Like if it's
if it's like a new original
movie,
idea,
even if like Smile, I was like, it's an original thing. I kind of want to see if it's decent. It was bad.
Yeah,
that's why I was very sad. That's why I thought, well, maybe Halloween Ends will make me happy again, and it made me even more sad.
Yeah.
So now I'm just like scrambling.
I get depressed when I watch bad movies.
Me too.
That's why I told you I was like, I gotta stop going to the theaters, because I can't be getting sad again after. That's supposed to be a great time with friends, watching a movie. You laugh, you look at each other like, oh my god. But no, when it's bad, I'm literally like, I need to go somewhere alone, quiet. I need to go watch The Wire or something. Like, I need to go watch just something great.
That should make you want to pick up smoking, bro. That movie made me so angry. Well, the other thing too is like sometimes you'll see like a silly movie. Like I like Zombievers. You ever see that movie?
No.
Guess who's in it in the opening? Guess who's in it in the opening scene? The two main actors that are in the opening of that movie.
What's the movie again? Say
Zombievers.
Zombievers.
The beavers that are zombies.
Who's in it?
Bill Burr and John Mayer. They are the two actors in the beginning of the movie that start the Zombievers. Wow. They're driving a truck.
And they get killed or something?
They hit a deer, and they swerve on the road, and then a vat of radioactive goop falls into the lake. And then it's just Friday the 13th. It's just like a cabin in the woods movie with kids coming, but it's zombie beavers. Very schlocky, very silly, very dumb, but one of the most entertaining movies, and it's a fun time with friends. You watch it with your buddies and you're laughing. It's basically a comedy, but like a spoof almost of like horror movies.
Yeah.
But it's very like, entertaining.
I had an idea this morning because I woke up from a dream.
About a movie?
Yeah, it could be. It was literally just a dream or a portion of a dream I had. I was like in the backseat of a car's full. And, like, I feel like I've seen it in a movie or something before, but, like, it's a misty road.
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden, deer start attacking the window. This was happening in my dream. And I woke up. I got nicked on, like, the cheek and woke up. I was like, holy shit. I was like, that could be a good-ass movie. Where it's just, like, it's like rats, Alfred Hitchcock's Birds, and, like, just all types of shit mixed together where it's, like, nature's taking back. Kind of like The Happening, but, like, all of nature.
That'd be fire.
So like people don't even go outside. Like birds will pick at you. Like it just be like a homage to like all those movies, Rats. Because I remember watching a movie called Rats or something like that.
They should call it The Woods, and it's just people going out in the woods, and then like
shit attacking them.
Everything goes down, and then like
because the deer was literally out the window like
doing that noise.
Broke the thing, and I woke up. I'm like, whoa.
You could have a scene too of like they go out into a field, and you know how like sparrows are usually in like herds, so when they're flying in the air they look like a wave of like bugs.
Right.
You could have like one of those things kill a guy and
down.
He's getting pecked up, and then they gotta go hide in the trees.
The pack. Oh, that'd be a good shot. It's like birds and then one leaves.
And then it follows him.
Oh my god.
That's scary. I like that. And just call it The Woods or something, or Mother Nature or something like that. But that would be really cool.
Nature's Return or something like that.
Ooh.
They'd be like, is this a sequel? I don't know.
Nature's Revenge.
Yeah.
Nature's Revenge. That's cool. I like that idea too. But yeah, man, we gotta
put like $500 down on that.
Can you before you
Bugs
go?
And shit.
Can you give me like a suggestion for a movie that'll like pick me up, like a horror movie or like a noir, like a fall movie that? Because I haven't watched a movie since Halloween Ends, bro.
Pick you up.
That'll make me happy and give me hope for cinema again. Because I have some, it's a little bit, but I got to watch something good. Because if I watch something bad, I'm going to cry.
1 second.
That's why I'm afraid to watch Terrifier. Because what if it's not good? But I might like it.
All right, you need something.
Really good. I might just watch Hoobie Halloween, bro.
What genre you need?
Horror or a thriller or a noir. The 3 best genres. Okay, that's a lie. The 3 best genres are
Did we talk about At Close Range while I'm looking?
I already watched it.
No, I know. Did we talk about it here? I don't think
Did
so.
we?
I think I was sick last week.
Did we really not talk about that movie?
Because no, we haven't done it since.
That entered the GOAT list, bro. At Close Range. Yeah, I watched that like a week ago. It's one of the greatest movies ever made. It's in my top 4 now. That's one of the greatest movies ever made. Sean Penn is a fucking dog. Christopher Walken is a dog.
Did you watch?
Crispin Glover is a dog.
Oh, you didn't watch Point Blank. There you go.
Ooh, Point Blank with Lee Harvey?
Lee Marvin.
Lee Marvin? Lee Harvey?
Lee Harvey.
Lee Harvey Oswald.
Oh, yes.
Did he do that before he did the other thing that he did?
What?
You're right. Exactly what? Because he didn't do it. Yeah.
The other thing he did?
The other thing that Lee Harvey Oswald
I'm literally
did.
slow. I didn't catch on what you were doing.
That was a good joke. I think that's the only joke I had this whole podcast.
I
wasn't.
It's not funny today.
I know. It's not funny, dude.
Kanye's an anti-Semite. Literally. Not
good.
What the fuck is going on?
Not funny. I couldn't make one joke about that.
Ezra's going to jail.
Ezra's going to jail. Kind of
Maybe.
funny.
No, he's getting out. He works for the government.
They're getting out for sure. And then what's the last thing? Halloween, dude. Sad.
There's nothing to joke about.
I'm going to drink tonight, dude.
Yeah.
Let's
get some $3 whiskeys, man. But
is Ups open today?
Yeah.
Let's do that. I'm so sad.
All right.
Give me something to go off of for when I leave, bro. I'm going to cry. Give me something. Just say something that makes me feel good.
You're great. You're a great person, man.
I am?
Yeah.
Don't lie to me.
Shoot.
Man. Oh, new.
I don't know how to make people happy.
Hip hop.
How do you make
hip hop outro? Your old Droog, the Yodfather, coming out next freaking week.
Oh,
dude.
see, that makes you.
Classics coming.
That gets you. That's your favorite rapper. See,
favorite rapper.
How
about
now? You rap
Him and
your
Billy
favorite
Woods.
bar, and then we ended off on that. What's your favorite bar by New York's own Your Old Droog? Your favorite bar?
We was raised on slap boxing. Y'all did unboxing.
Wow. Did you ever hear the clip? My bad. Did you ever hear the clip?
Which one?
Of him. It's Anthony Jeselnik talking to what's my guy?
No.
What's my guy? Norm Macdonald on this podcast, right? And he starts talking about music, Anthony. He was like, I like this guy, Your Old Drew.
Swear to God.
This is like a couple years ago.
Jeselnik said that?
Yeah. He was like, he has this bar. He was like, I'm the rap Dame Lillard. Y'all the rap Dame Lillard. He was like, it's the most genius bar I've ever heard in my life.
I'm the rap Dame Lillard.
Y'all the rap Dame Lillard.
Oh, wow.
Because he sucks at rapping, but he's great at basketball. So he's the rap equivalent of basketball's Dame Lillard.
Oh, that sucks.
Y'all the equivalent of hilarious. Rap. Damn Lillard.
That's so good.
But yeah.
But another one.
Yeah.
Props ain't always good. Word to Alec Baldwin.
Okay, we get it on that.
Ended on that.
Yep.
Shout out to Yod.
I see you.
Shout out to Yod.
I see you.
Shout out to Yod.
I see you.
Shout out to
I
Yod.
see you.
Shout out to
I
Yod.
see you.